Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Saturday Morning Creativity. And I got a little study here for you. Today, what we're going to do is focus on just starting with shapes and letting them see where they take you. When I started this one, I didn't have any idea where I was going or anything set up. I just wanted to go in, have fun, and see where it took me. And we created this little woodland creature. So let's jump in. I'll show you guys what I did. Alright, so let's get started. And for this, the whole idea is just to start out with some random shapes. And just go in and have some fun with it. We're not going for anything special, anything specific, but rather just rolling up a couple balls, and I'm going to kind of stack them up. It's like a snowman. We're going to see what kind of happens and where this little thing takes me. Actually, here. A lot of times we overthink things, and when we overthink things, we never actually just jump in and try it. We think things to death by going, maybe I should try to make this, or I could try to make this, or do this, or no, because that's going to be too hard, or I'm not sure how I'm going to do those ears or that tail, or I'm not going to sure how I'm going to make that opportunity work for me. And instead of trying, you give up, and you think yourself out of it. So, for this, there is no right or wrong way unless you don't do it. So, I'm just what I'm doing here is rolling up different shapes. Started out with a couple circles, have a few more circles, and I have, as I was doing this, is when the ideas started coming to me. And we're going to make a little bunny. So, with this being the back of his body, we are going to have a couple small round pieces of clay on the sides that are going to be his legs. However, I feel like they should be a little bit farther back. And cut some of this out. That way, this section is just the body, and I can still add the arms and legs. Now going back in, adding a little ball of clay back here, and same thing, ball of clay, kind of flatten it out. Need to be the same size as the other side. Kind of flatten it out like that and just add it on there. Do a couple feet, and actually the feet are going to be angled outwards instead of straight forward. Like that. To do the front arms and include those in there, just do a couple worms of clay, connect them to where the shoulder should be, and actually I'm going to cut out a chunk under the chest too, because he seems like he's a little too big, and I kind of want him sitting up a little bit. So go back to that. Add in a couple little arms. Kind of close together. We're going to lift his head up a little bit. Going to just kind of press in to give him the idea of where his eyes would or should be. Another little ball up here for the nose. The ears I'm going to kind of redo a little bit. Just kind of doing these little worms of clay kind of coming to a point at one side and just flattening them out. And we're going to add those. A little bit bigger. And with ears, with any kind of character that has ears, especially big long ones, you can really animate the character by, having them go down, having them go up, having them kind of flap to the side, like that, have him turn his head a little bit. And another ball of clay for back here, for the tail. And from right here, you can already see we're maybe 5 minutes in and you've already created something. Already you have a piece that resembles something. And from here, it's really just a matter of, looking at what a bunny looks like, or just coming up with your own character and just refining it. Adding in, for this, I'm going to add in different elements to his anatomy and just kind of tighten it up. But, this can be anything that you want it to be. So I'm just going to keep playing around with this little woodland creature. Again, connected to the body back here. The leg actually goes up and then back before it connects to the foot. Same thing there. I'm going to add just a little bit here where the shoulders are. That way they stick out just a little bit. Looks a little flat and weird, so I'm going to add just a little bit there. Bring it to life even more, just kind of lifting up one foot, like he's tapping or pouncing. Not pouncing, just kind of like tapping. Just give it a little bit more movement. A little bit more clay down here, just so it doesn't come to a point. It's a little bit more of pause. Your hands aren't very big though, so we're going to make sure we keep them a little bit small. Now, for this face, pull that off, give him a little bit more muzzle. Small worms of clay to kind of puff the cheekbones and the cheeks out. Bring that out a little bit more. And if I add a little bit more clay, just kind of makes it more of a, gives it larger cheek, a little bit more cute and plump. We'll do the same thing over here. Shape where the mouth would be for that. And then I'm not sure what I want to do with these. I'm going to try to add these eyes and make it look okay. Add a couple round balls. Just kind of press in there. Then do small worms of clay again and kind of flatten them, but flatten more of the top edge. Place it over top. Do the same thing with the other side. Just kind of wrap it around or over top of the eye, or where the eye is. And do another one for the bottom. There you go. Now I'm just going to kind of wrap it around the eye, just kind of shape it a little bit. This one needs to kind of stick out a little bit more, so I'm going to add just a little bit more clay. And there you have it. Little rabbit, little woodland creature. So how did you guys do? I hope you guys have enjoyed this and you have enjoyed just coming up with a quick sketch here of this little rabbit character that you can go on and detail, flesh in, finish up. But the idea is just to get you guys started, get you guys moving, and giving you the inspiration and the techniques to actually get started. That way you'll keep going. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think. I'd love to see what you guys are creating, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for watching.